Alright, first of all, does everything work? No. Yes. I was just kidding. We're gonna go do the weekly, because it's Monday, just reset. We got 6 days, 12 hours to do it. +1 comfort of living globally. Ocean locations are bad. Trading with Earth is really bad. Interesting, alright. So it's really going to favor land locations, and it's really going to favor being able to produce things locally. Oh, and our goal is spread life. Alright, fine. We'll stick on... What's the difficulty we normally play on? 21? Hang on, we're cruising at 21 difficulty? Never mind. Well, that's 28, though. We've never beaten one on 28. I'm going to stay at 15 for now. Yeah, let's go do it. So even though the goal is spread life, I think we want to treat this like Red Path, so that we're just kind of producing a wide economy. And then with +1 comfort of living, I mean, it's going to favor people instead of robots, unfortunately. Utopian is kind of interesting, but maybe it's interesting enough. What's up, Quietly? How you doing? It's been a long time since we played a balanced game. I'm going to be a balanced gamer today. Need a higher leader. Right, I remember how this game works. So Alex is going to crank some food. We've also got close nitrates, I believe. How am I? I'm procrastinating work. I should really be, like, doing work right now, but I want to get the weekly out on Monday, so here we are, playing video games instead of doing stuff that I get paid for. I'm going to take Alex. I think the nitrates are going to go a long ways. We got to do a lot of local production here. It's a mood. It's a big mood. You're telling me. So house... +1 comfort of living means we don't have to worry as much about support. So I could do, like, farm, soil factory, farm, house, support, house, maybe another house. I kind of like the look of that arrangement right now. So give me an HQ, give me a farm. So for Twitter, instead of packing, what you packing for? You going on a trip? We have 2 big waters, and we have 1 small water. That's going to make it pretty easy to crank a greenhouse farm out. We have 1 tritium. It's going to make it a little difficult to pull a thermal generator out. We could also get a lab up relatively easily. Right? Like silicate, and then U is a lab. So conceivably, we could build all of these relatively soon. Moving. It's exciting. It's an exciting time and also a stressful time. If we had labs, where would we put them? Probably like here. No, probably like here, 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 and then power plant, power plant, power plant. I think I want to spread my economy very wide, so let's grab a lab. That could very well be a wrong choice. We'll see. And then you come here, we build a mine, next turn we can build a lab. We have a silicate mine. We're going to have a titanium mine when we find a bus station. We should have at least 1 water mine. This seems like a pretty good start so far. Could take a 3rd habitation module for extra support. You could take a 2nd greenhouse farm. You could take a 2nd lab. We want to do a bacteria spreader soon. So give me lab number 2. And now I think we can't put off power any longer than we have. So you're going to go here. The other one's going to go here eventually. And then I just need more silicate, more nitrate. Okay. This seems fine so far. There's the train station, or the bus station we were looking for. Why don't you come down here and get some tritium for it? More tritium. Next turn we get exploration satellites. So we need to explore a silicate next turn with the satellite, and then we can explore this tritium hint. No, we could just import it. It costs us support, though. That's okay. I truly believe that's fine, but we really do not want to trade that much. Unless we desperately need it. So we go here, 4 tritium, You go here. You go here. And then you're going to come here and here. And I do think we will probably mine that. I can rely on space projects. Some trade routes aren't assigned. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't want to take the support hit. 1 science for 3 robots. 2 robots. Yeah. We're going to need the expansion tiles eventually. Surely. Then if I could find a way to fit robots in here, I could grab this titanium right away. Like, maybe they go here instead of a 3rd house and we just make more cities. Or maybe it goes here instead of a university, because I don't know when I'm going to see a university. I'm really attached to this idea of a 3rd house. I think it could do some things for us. Do I want to breach an aquifer, though? Honestly, maybe. Because so here's what I'm looking at, right? Aquifer, hint of water, hint of water. We can breach aquifers for free with Alex. We breach this, breach this, breach this, assuming all 3 of them are water deposits, and that's terraforming parameter 1. We could skip directly to plant spreader. If that all works out the way that we expect it to. Is that the second farm I need? It is. I think I take that over a resonance station just because I can build it right now. So you go here. It's a gigantic aquifer. This changes everything. We probably want to mine that, then. I'd really like to find 1 more water deposit, though, to breach. But this would be 3 water per turn, which would be quite good. Let me think about it. Sure, I'll take more robots. Explore this. It's a large aquifer. Okay, so that's exactly what we need. We breach this, it gives us 10. Next turn, we breach that, it'll give us 20. And we'll be at water parameter 1, and we can still mine this. So extract for ocean. End turn. Well, if we wait a turn, we could do this instead. I would take it over urban planning. Hey, it's just free resources. Don't want any of that, though. So we're waiting on you for a turn. I would really like tritium so that I can get these things up and running. So why don't you go here? Why don't you go here? We're at 7. Next turn? No, not next turn. There is no next turn for you. Alright, power is starting to get a little scary. You don't have a second trade route. Just in case, start importing some. Finish your project. Breach this aquifer. It costs me power. That's okay, we can do it next turn. We can do it next turn. I didn't realize it cost power. We can just trade for 1 power so we have it next turn. Because it's 8, right? Yeah, it's 8. We're at 7 now. So we have to pass this turn, just bank the support. We have to decline hiring a new leader, although I see exactly who we're going to get. Also, those are great picks. Breach you. New terraforming parameter. And then, like, obviously we're just going to take Misha. Now what's your plan? Tritium. Get your first generator online. Save up science, because you're going to get a bacteria spreader soon. We've really let power go too long here, I think. But man, I would love to take one of those. I could take one of those. The landing pad is less valuable because trade costs support. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. And this is positive support. So we're gonna do it. It might look crazy. Produce food, science, and power again. Produce resources again. Why don't you give me a hold on that? So that I can build you. So that I can double produce these. And then stop trading. I kind of need the support. Looking for a hint of power. +3. So you can go here. That gets us 3 expansions. 1, 2. You'll be 3 probably. And then let's go ahead and import. I would love methanogenium. 8, 10, 12, 14, we're 5 turns away from that. I would really like to change that math by exploring some scientific interest spots. And also I think we can afford to do this. I just need a little bit of extra tritium. Okay, well now, like if you're just gonna put it in front of me. Fine. We can sort of afford this. We can't, like, really afford it, but we can sort of afford it. Get that out of the way so I don't forget to later. Take that. Satellites next turn. 1 rainfall, 1 temperature, and 1 rainfall. It's probably a safer bet. We could plant one, like, very soon, actually. Holy cow, we explored this because we kind of want the science anyway. Like 26? We're like 4 turns away from a plant spreader. Tops. That's pretty wild. Definitely want one of those. So give me one of you. Give me you. And actually, I can just change my math on this. We're going to build a plant spreader the turn after we build a bacteria spreader. That seems pretty good. In my opinion. And then I would love to put one of those in my back pocket for later. And then I would love to plant one of you. And then why don't you give me one more import just to see what we got? Why not? What's it hurt? We're only like 6 water away. So stop importing. That'll take you to 8. Really just need to explore tritium 1 time. Don't want any of those. Do that one. You come in here. Slowly fixing our power issues. We're up to 2 per turn. Still not nearly as much as I want. I mean, taking even more comfort of living would be kind of funny, but I don't think there's a place I could actually put it. Because, like, you're going to be entertainment center. You're going to be soil factory. You're going to be tritium thermal generator. You're going to be resonance station. We got to start thinking about where the next city is going to go. And I don't really have anything that I could afford to export. I guess I could do that for a little bit. Because I want to stock up my food a little bit here. And then in the meantime, what am I looking to do? More tritium, obviously. Give me a +6. Explore you. Can't afford that. I can next turn. Just give me more robots. Would love a kelp forest. I mean, it's only 2 science per turn, but you have to think that stacking development centers isn't like the worst thing you could spend your time on. And Misha can't do anything this turn because we spent all our power. I'm going to need even more power eventually, so I'm going to keep taking them. Like, this spot actually goes insanely hard. 1, 2, 3, 4... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots that we can reach just from that city. 2 of them are tritium deposits. That's a great city spot for us to take relatively soon here. 23, 25... 27... Probably shouldn't be doing this. Our support's getting a little low. Let's take a break. We don't super need more tritium right now. In fact, we don't super need like anything right now. I think we're doing great. Some trade return assigned? That's fine. Misha, you've done excellent work for us here today. I deeply appreciate you. We could just keep importing life forms and then also pick up cheaper animal spreaders. We could... That's not going to be that good. I don't think that's going to be that good. This could wind up being pretty good, though. Oh, you can't see them. Hang on. I really got to find a better place for my camera to go in Terraformers. So what we're comparing right now is, because this is the decision matrix for this particular choice, I think, is +2 science per exploration better than +1 resource of every resource hint per exploration, and I think it is. Because we have 2 development centers in hand right now. So if we explore every turn, which we probably won't do, but if we did, that would be a development center's worth of science by itself. Which I think is a relevant piece of information that we should use in that decision-making process. And then why not pick up a space project just to work on in our free time. So now we can found this with that lucky food find. This is a makeshift support building that we can definitely use. 7 support per turn just from one house. That's pretty nice. And then I'm seeing like power, resonance station. Maybe like 2 development centers here. Really not a lot of synergy spots in here. That's fine though. I want to get a lot of robots in there too. Maybe this should be like robot. Maybe this should be robot. We'll figure it out. And then we have 1 power. We could gene mod. Let's find something worth gene modding. You're more prestige. And then with trade routes, you can just spend it on space stuff. Phobos? Maybe this game. Why don't you start it and then just let it sit there? And then oceans? I would love oceans, but I'd love a research center even more. I'd love a lab even more. Well, think. Your goal is spread life. No, don't think. Research Center is going to be the best early game. Think exactly that much and no further. And then start clearing out space for it to go. I want it to go here. But it's going to take us a while to get there. Cacti versus horses. Horses might be a potential gene mod target. And then I'm holding 1 more project than I'm allowed to. You can go. I really got to get the robots up. There's the soil factory we've been looking for, though. So you're going to go, you're going to be a research center, and now all I'm doing is saving up power. Plankton Arboreal Rainforest. Arboreal Rainforest is 18 prestige. That's pretty good. Second bacteria spreader? I like it better than almost everything else here. Like a landing pad might be better. No, think of what you're spending your science on. You have 40 science worth of projects in your hand. Take a landing pad instead. 1 bacteria spreader is fine enough for spread life for now. Probably won't be good enough forever, but for now, it's okay. And then give me tritium hints. That's a huge power buff that we just got. Because it's going to let me do this, which lets us do this, and this. And as much as I want to explore this turn to get the science, if I wait, I'll have enough power to build one of these tritium mines next turn. So let's just keep importing. That's another great target for cold, for heat resistant, or cold resistant, or whatever. What's up, Exceed? How you doing? You find us deep in thought, as usual. Terraforming observations? I don't love it. Smart electrical grid? I do love it. Yeah, I love smart electrical grid here. Now this is a choice. What are we looking at? We're looking at radiation protection, which is a great project, but our comfort of living is already really good. We're looking at 2 food per turn from an egg factory. It's fine. We're looking at a tritium thermal generator, which we need 3 more of those. And then we're also looking at a bacteria spreader, which we know we want to get. So we already turned down a bacteria spreader because we have 55 science worth of projects in our hand. I just don't think a bacteria spreader is going to be super important. So I'm going to take the power. And now what do we do? You wish that you had enough power to get over to where you want to build the tritium thermal generators, for one. But you don't. So, excited because you're in FTL, right? So is Stoic talking about running more Reapers? That should be fun. I enjoy playing Reaper. I think it's very fun. Okay, let's do one more import. Sure. And then I need to throw 1 project out? I really don't want to. Or strips and damage combo? Yeah, that's going to be Reaper. That's like Reaper and Power Virtuoso, and those are really your only 2 choices right now. But they're both, like, good choices. Let's wait on that. You're at 4 power. You should make mines. This sucks. I should explore so I can, like, find a power cache or something. I need so much power right now. Exploration satellite next turn is almost certainly going to go there to get the large hint of power. Hopefully that gives us 10, and then we can go 4, 3, 3. Next turn we can do 3, and we can start putting these tritium thermal generators down. We're just so power starved right now. And I don't want to throw anything out of my hand, so I'm not taking any of these. Now, who are we gene modding? We're definitely gene modding an animal. We should gene mod the animal that has the highest prestige, because that's the animal we're probably going to be placing to finish the challenge. So it's looking like horses. We need to hit double O2 and single temperature in order for horses to exist. With a couple more plant spreaders, it'll happen in like 20 cycles or so. I'll take a free 50 support. Yeah, I'll take a free import tritium from Mercury. Alright, so here's the plan. It's only 4 power? Excuse you? You're supposed to give me more than that. Oh, second tritium mine. Remove that rock. I hate that I'm not using Explore and Study, which was like part of the reason I wanted to take Aisha in the first place. But what can you do? Oh no, I really need that. I can take this later. I have to take this so that we don't fall behind on heat. And then start working your way towards the thermo generator spot. Plant more trees, get more O2. Just wasting Aisha's Prime here. God, that would be a good project too! I wonder what we can do about that. Hang on. No, we can do that about it. 12 power, 12 titanium. You get 40 nitrates. Why? Because it's like 2 plant spreaders. That's huge. So we do that. We do this. We start making power. Okay. We are preparing to leave our doldrums of power that we've been stuck in all game. We're collecting the last of our possessions and we're getting ready to go. What do we want to take here? More robots, probably. We're so power-starved, the gas factory doesn't make sense, and I don't really see anything else here that's make or break for us, so those can all go. And just keep hitting these power hints as long as you have them. Because then you go here, you build that. Your soil factory is ready. So that can go here to get you +2 food per turn. Your smart electrical grid is ready, which is going to make a bunch of stuff cheaper. And now I think you're saving up for robot hubs. You can get this, this, this. You can put an animal spreader down. It's not going to be able to spread any animals because we have no oxygen on the planet, but you can put it down. We can even afford to do that. Okay, for Green Path, you kind of have to. Prestige is crazy good for Green Path. And he proposes 2 extra projects per turn, and I actually think Kill Your Darlings is pretty good. We finally have the power to support exploration like this. I mean, now we don't even need the robot hub, man. Boom, boom, boom. Robot, or not robot hub, launch pad. Turn that up. Food contamination. We can destroy all current food. We can lose 100 support. We can lose 20 science. Well, we only have 6. Hey. We're at -10 per turn, and we're going to increment soon. Serve contaminated food seems really dangerous. Destroy current stock. I'd really like to make another city soon. So that also doesn't seem like a great plan. I don't think there's a good choice there. Take another power generator. So if there's no good choice, then I guess... Oh, we don't have enough resources for it. We have to choose one of these? This is a disaster. I guess I'll lose all my food. I just don't think I can afford the support hit. Yeah, it's crazy how close the expansion date is. It's gonna sneak up on me, and I know when it is. I'm looking forward to it, though. The Greatsword Scourge is just gonna be so much fun. So much fun. 32 prestige versus 40. They do so much. Is the thing. Load balancing station. We have 1, 2... We could have 3 mines. We could have 3 mines. And you're, like, basically a tritium thermal generator. So... You go here, you go here. Next turn you'll make 1 power. Unless we find a power cache in one of these... No. No shot. And then prestige. Why don't you... What's more likely? 3 rainfall and 2 heat, or 2 rainfall and 3 heat? Considering we're making 2 tritium per turn, I gotta imagine rainfall is going to be more likely. I mean, we could also do animals, I guess, but 50% of 18 is a much smaller number than 50% of 32. That's all I'm going to say about that. But on the other hand, like, we do have the Space Mirror project queued right now. I think I can actually afford to do that. So that's 48 prestige now. If we plant that once, it's half of the prestige we need to win by itself. So I like that. I like that a lot for us. And then let's keep spreading methanogenium. Keep that temperature moving up. And just uncover other tiles while you're out there. I could afford that relatively easily. And we can just bulldoze it later if we decide we don't need it. So, oxygen increments in 2 turns. Atmosphere increments in 3 turns. Heat increments in like 6 turns. We're doing fine there, and support is looking good. We're at almost 600, we're at net 0. We could probably afford to trade a little more if we wanted to. So why not take a spaceport? It's just going to make our space projects faster. I need to remember that trading is not the penalty. Trading with Earth is the penalty. If we're not trading with Earth, that's actually fine. Like, if we're doing space projects, that's fine. So it's not that trade routes are bad. It's that resource trading is bad. And then why don't you go here? Why don't you go here? This should be producing power now. It is. We're at 7 power per turn. We're keeping our eyes out for a resonance station, despite the fact that we have no silicates. But we should probably set that mine up next turn. We'll be able to. Yeah, next turn we'll be able to. There's the oxygen increment. I don't actually need any of these, so I'm going to explore quick. Do I need to keep power in reserve? Yes, this needs to be a 2-cost exploration if such a thing exists. It does. An extra trade route. Sure. And that was so that you could build this mine. And then you can build that landing pad. And then you can finish that project in like 2 turns, and then anytime you see a plant spreader, you just take it. Because you'll have like 70 nitrates. Support income decrease, that's fine. I would love to take some of those space projects, but I can't afford any, so instead I'm probably going to take a combined living center. Okay, I would love to take that. You're not as important as I might think you are. Because we're good on power now. I would take you, though. And then I would like to import a little bit more life. And then I would like to build you here for massive support gains. And then I'd really like to see a train station. Or a bus station. I'm kind of surprised I haven't yet. You need a bus station really badly, because you want to go here, 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 here. There's so many tiles that you could get to with a bus station that you just can't reach right now without a support penalty. Which I guess is like, I can eat -1. No, you don't need to eat -1 right now. Why don't you wait to see if you need to eat -1? Get me started on that. Dark bacteria, artificial bacteria? I would take dark bacteria. MarsNet? I would take MarsNet, I think. Would you take it over a research center? Would you like to explore first to see if you have even more options? No, actually I wouldn't. I would just like to import life forms. Okay, that's one decision gone. What's your next decision you'd like to avoid? I'd like to get titanium, so I can finish that project faster. That has gotten you to a development center. I need another city. I need another city. You're going to be coastal. You are going to be coastal eventually. But ocean expansion is bad in this scenario. So actually, I don't care. I think I want to go like over here. Maybe you're a city, get large titanium and rich soil and second titanium. Anything interesting out here? Coastal city? It's not going to matter. Big water deposit? It's not going to matter. Alright, this is going to be third city. I'm almost certain that it'll be a city spot. So in light of that, what do we want to take? Knowing that you don't really have city locations that are not accounted for. Like, you could do this. And then you could take this and this. And that's kind of fine. Second animal spreader? I'd really rather you be a plant spreader. If such a thing would be possible. No, it's not. I mean, it'd still take you. Can you even put it anywhere right now? Is there anywhere that oxygen is +1? Because you did take rabbits. No, oxygen is not +1. Yeah, it is! Hold on! It so is +1. So expand me here, and expand me here. Animal spreader. Bunnies. Yeah. Yeah. And then explore you. You're a flat plains? I hate you. What are you? You're my next choice. Expand you over here. That's 16 turns. Gosh, it's going to take a while. -40, but we're increasing terraforming parameters. It's not the worst thing. I want to see what you are. You're also flat plains? But at least here's our bus station. Don't care about the rest of this. Bus station pretty much has to go here. Everything else is spoken for. And then you are getting extracted. And then, does that matter? Is there anywhere else a bunny could go? Nowhere that you know about, but when this increments, yes, and in a big way. Now, your other issue here is you'd really like to expand one more time. You could, with a house. We just need a house, and then we can go, like, here and here. We want to see another combined living center. Or we want to see... Well, no, we only have 12 food. Might need to be a robot. And then we can replace the robot later if we want to. We'll see. Okunle, we hate the water. I don't think this is going to be your game. Breach Aquifer is kind of interesting. But, like, the rest of this stuff doesn't do anything. Meanwhile, Deja's pretty much always good. Alternative space materials is just a nice power to have, and your power is, and your power is support. I'm fine with all those things. There's a lot of aquifers down here. Yeah, what if we made a city down here? What if we breached them all? What if indeed? Let's do that, get that out of here. And then do that, get that out of here. And the only thing I need to explore from now on is silicates. Because I'd like to get that resonance station up. Especially because look at all the silicates we need to spend these dang projects on. It's out of control. So I think you can go here. So we can do that. I would really rather you be like any other spreader, but I'll still take you. Like any other spreader. I would even take a bacteria spreader over a 4th animal spreader right now. We're looking for big silicate hints. We have none big silicate hints. Well then explore anything that has any silicates at all. And you kinda have enough power that you can spend frivolously now. You don't have unlimited power. But you do have quite a bit. I'm not going to use any of these spots. Go here, go here. It's just going to be animal spreader central. Can't do any yet? That's okay, it's expected. As soon as this increments, like on the animal spreader front, we're off to the damn races. And in 3 turns, I could make a new city if I so chose. Or I could found Deimos. Both of those are actually kind of interesting. Like, look at all the science you get out of this. Look at all the titanium. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you? Oh, that would be why, I guess. You know what? We'll pick it up. Oh, I see the plant spreader too. I see it. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Where do you go? You go, like, right here. If ever there was a city that needed a gene vault, oh, man. It is Claritas City. And then just get some free resources out of it. I kind of want to save my power. Atlantic herring or clownfish? 11 versus 18? That's an easy choice. Combined living center. We were just talking about it, and it is support. That's the thing you gotta remember, is it's support. And then also just take robots. And then also just explore silicates. Like, you're silicates. You're also silicates. We're at 16. Why don't you finish this project quick? That should put us at 22. We'll build it, and then we'll worry about the rest later. And I do think you're going to get a combined living center, because I could go there, build an animal spreader there, and I could go here, I could build a plant spreader there. Also, did we never build a mine on this? Is that intentional? What was our plan? I don't remember. The animal spreaders can't do anything yet. They can in 6 turns. No. Yeah, 6 turns. 6 turns until the animal spreaders turn on. You are silicates? I don't have space right now. A gene vault! You should not have. It's so strong for us right now. Give me robots too. Hold on, this needs to get plugged in immediately. It's actually hilarious. How are we doing on Kill Your Darlings? We've triggered it 0 times. We're at 3 of 15. What are we looking for? I honestly don't think we're really looking for any particular projects, which means I want to bulldoze you, build a combined living center here, and then put the resident station here. I think I can get away with that. So you, and then you expand down here, you expand down here. I really need another plant spreader to show up. Like, I really need another plant spreader to show up. Silicates anywhere? Yeah. I'll take those 2. I'll take these 2. We're at 20. Next turn we're at 21. Let's make it 22 next turn. We'll take a -2 support hit in order to do that, because it gets us 4 power. And then more water? Yeah, I would take more water. And then take a backup research center, because you just bulldoze the only one you had. So you come here, that's +4 power. We're making 11 per turn. Stuff you love to see. Finish you, and then start plugging tritium into you to build up our water parameter. With 11 power per turn, we can afford to go basically anywhere we want. Like, just find any tile you can reach and expand to it. And then I'm also thinking, like, right here seems pretty good. We'll get water out of it, and we'll get a free tritium export out of it. But we are at -72 support, so maybe we should put it closer to, like, you know, a place. Like, maybe you should come over here so that you can go here so that you can give comfort of living. And then you should probably move to, like, here, so that if we see a second rocket pad, we can put it there. Alright, 4 turns until animal spreaders turn on. 5 power for 34 titanium. No thank you. 2 food. No thank you. Flood the planet. Yes, please. We need another hex for this animal spitter. I need to find another city spot. Is really what I should not be putting off. That's another flat plains. I just want to find a crater, man. Why can't I just find a crater? Although, look at all the stuff you have there. No, that's a bad spot. This seems like a pretty good spot. What's your deal out here? Yeah? Yeah? Nah? Yeah? Maybe, maybe? We might do that. We might do that. Oh wait, we could also found either of these. Let's start with Phobos, because we did find Phobos first. It only makes sense. Finish that. I don't really know what you do, but I'll take it. And you're always just nice to have around. Flood the planet again. Explore you. And get free resources towards Deimos. And start building this space mirror. Two turns until animal spreaders turn on. I'm trying to figure out if there's anywhere I can move you. There is, but I need more tiles here. And I don't have a way of getting tiles right now. You would need to upgrade to a train station, or I would need to bulldoze a building. Like, well, no, you only have 2 science per turn. I don't think I can afford to lose any of those. Ebb farm, seaweed farm, tritium thermal generator. None of these, realistically. Gain 2 support income when you increase science or silicates. When you increase food, water, or nitrates. You're much cheaper, so I'll take you. And then I would love to take you. Because we cleared a spot out just for you. It's right there. I hate that it zooms me to the project every time I click on it, but what can you do? So, you need to move to here. Because you're going to be an animal spreader next turn. And then you're going to have to turn down your exports by 1. What do you need? Titanium. Because you actually wouldn't mind getting that gigantic aquifer up. And then do you need to build robots anywhere? No, because we really need a 3rd city. One that's, like, not Phobos. But I think it's just kind of the way it... Oh, shouldn't have. I think it's just kind of the way it is right now. So, like, you also need to move now. Why don't you come over here so we can just double up on all these spreaders? Because this is the turn, baby. Oh, yeah. Horses everywhere? No, horses, like, literally only there. Deer? No, deer only there, but rabbits, though. Rabbits absolutely everywhere. And then you're 12 prestige? But there's nowhere new I can put you. In that case, I would rather build out terraforming parameters. Which would be something like... Well, I guess just you. Because you're the most hardy of all of the plants available. And then what do you need? Really, like, not anything. Just keep finding support. We're actually, like, so fine. And yes, this looks scary. You're like, oh no, you're only at 42 of 100. Remember that our palm trees are worth 48. We need to increment heat one more time in Tharsis, which could actually just be finishing this project, and we'd basically win. Oh, you need silicates. Hang on, let's expedite this game, shall we? This is going to carry with it a massive support penalty. But that's fine, I can deal with it. It should really be like this, and like that. I don't think we can get away with less. Yeah, we can't. Okay. Why? Well, because we finish space mirrors. We point the space mirrors at that region, and then that region is done. And that's it. We put, like, you know, rabbits in 2 more places on the planet, and that's it. That's game over. That's not going to be necessary. Alright, silicates. Only silicates. You're silicate? You're a long ways away, but you're also silicate. Alright, can't afford that one. But we're getting closer. Can you afford to put down another animal spreader anywhere? Can you afford to build this mine? Yes, you finally can. Alright, give me that 3 water. It probably matters. Minus 60 support income. I'm unafraid. I have a path to victory. When is my next spreader ready? 2 turns? So I can't afford to use this. Let's actually get a little extra prestige out of it. Yeah, the rainforest next turn is going to win. Well, the rainforest in 2 turns is going to win. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. No, we can do this turn. We just have to explore silicates. So just, like, explore here. Yeah, and then you're done. So leave it like that. Finish this. Don't care about that. Enable here. Terraforming parameters increase. Spread animals. Put some clownfish down. They're definitely better than rabbits. Put some more clownfish down. I don't think they're better than horses, though. And then where can herring go? Can clownfish not go there? Oh, they need temperature. Alright, we'll just put herring down there, then. And then there's a place where deer can go? No. Anywhere that rabbits can go that no one else can? Yeah, up there. We almost, like, don't even need this rainforest, which is crazy. But we'll get it next turn. That'll be a nice little turn 54 win. This is definitely, like, an easier difficulty than the one we normally play on. I can feel it. Maybe next time we do the weekly. That's pretty good. Maybe next time we do the weekly, we will crank the difficulty level up one more time. Because this has just been, I mean, what can you say? I'm just rolling over it. We did have an insanely early plant spreader, though. That's pretty true. that's a good little pickup. And then let's see, it's 6:44. I mean, as much as I want to play one more game, I really should try and get some work done this afternoon. So I think we're probably gonna stick with a short stream at this point. Mondays have been weird, and they're going to be weird for the foreseeable future. They're either going to be like late Monday streams, or Terraformers might get moved somewhere else entirely. We'll find out. I'm playing with the idea of actually making a schedule and posting that schedule so that other people can see it, and then I'm beholden to it, which is a scary threshold for me to cross as a streamer, because I don't like the idea of having to schedule something that is ostensibly supposed to just be a hobby. But, you know, what can you do, I guess, basically. So, if and when that schedule happens, it is going to happen in the Discord. It's not going to be a thing I put on, like, the Twitch schedule page. I think that Twitch's discoverability features are awful, and I don't really want to use them. And then if you want to catch up on older terraforming videos that we've done, or other stuff that we've done on the channel, there's also the VODs channel that you can go and check out if you want to see some of the older stuff that we've done. So that's where I'm going to cut it off, just to make sure that I can get ahead on this week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything goes right, buy myself some more time later in the week that I can then use to do some streaming. Tuesday's going to be Guild Wars, Wednesday's going to be Guild Wars, 9 p.m. Eastern, same time as always, Friday's going to be Commanding, and I still don't know what I'm going to play in the spot that Dave the Diver used to take up, but we'll figure it out. Till then, hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you next time. Take care.